Good morning, lovely people. Another day on the Camino, 18th day. So, as I'm showing you, we had to take the taxi from a hostel. We rode it out so that we have 20 kilometers to walk. And so that means we rode on the taxi 11. And we passed we passed one town that I couldn't get any room at. It was all full. You can see all the pilgrims already walking, and it was quite busy, of course. So there is a food truck 4 kilometers down the road. We're at a food truck stop now, and it's only 4 kilometers in, so it was just a 20-minute walk or so, half hour maybe. And this is to go, a cake to go, and I got ham and cheese. It's a well-established food truck, so it's not just somebody that comes and go every night. I mean, with the fake grass and everything, you can tell. And it's a little warmer now in the sun. The sun's out. 7:40. So we got a later start because we didn't want to inconvenience the taxi driver. He said 7:15. We said okay. So let's see what this beautiful day brings. It was supposed to rain last night. That never happened. But looking at the weather, we're supposed to have cloudy days. Cloudy day. Anyhow, I'm gonna put the phone away and speed it up a little bit because I wanted to let you know I found a little thing about my friend Kyle. She is double jointed, so check this out. Well, I'm feeling much happier now. I got my coffee and sun's out for high enough point. Let's get some mileage in. It's 8:30. I normally walk at least 2 hours before I make a little stop. I suppose at some point I'm going to have to dig a cat hole. There ain't nothing around here, not even the food truck has bathroom facility. So, and you know what happens after you eat in the morning? Since I didn't get to eat breakfast at the albergue, because they are not open in the morning. As hard as this man works, him and Sonia, they were amazing. Busy bees, taking great care of everyone. Yeah, I was very happy to be there. You see them working so fast, so hard all the time to accommodate the huge numbers that show up all the time. Every time I do something or go anywhere, there's 5 people ahead of me in line. So that's how that goes out here. It's very busy. Look, you can tell by looking ahead how many pilgrims are out there. And it's not just by section, because you know, every town is full. So every town has droves of people coming out to start hiking. And they usually get up at 6. By 7, everybody's out the door. That's how that works. It's an early rise, and it's not so much a bed race if you have reservations like we do the next 2 nights. It's just that people like to get their mileage done in the morning so that it's cooler, and then when you get to the albergue, you can have enough time to wash out some stuff, some of your hiking stuff, and have enough time for it to dry, because we're using a line to put all our laundry at. You can use washer and dryer, but most people have a couple of items, so they don't really use a washer and dryer. It could get pretty pricey because they're €5 for a wash and 5 to a dry, sometimes 3 in some places. But for the most part, it's pricey. Okay, well, we're coming into the town. It's very lovely. It's breezy headwind, so I'm kind of walking a little slow. I did use the facilities out there, and so the wind is kind of making my nose run. I'm listening to the Bible, and it's amazing. This is a perfect time since you're walking forever and without any facilities or anything. This is the first town, actually, yeah, the first town that I walk into. I forgot the name of it, but I'll write it down below or somewhere. And so it's really convenient to have my Bluetooth hearing aids, so I can listen to the Bible. Sometimes I'll listen to music. There's an albergue over there with a big bar. Everybody's there. Wow, a lot of people there. But anyway, it's been great. Since I already used the bathroom, I really don't need to stand in line, and I do have a cake to eat. But I'll see if my friend is there. She may be over there. Here's the name of the town. Calzadilla de la Cuesa. Nice. Finally, because this is the one stretch that they said there was no water and no facilities, no nothing. But so we're done. San Martin de Tours. That's the name of that church over there. It's a little bit out of the way. I'll skip it. We had a nice, lovely stop here, and a couple of albergues and a store and everything else. There's a store over there. There's also a place to stay if you want to stay. There's a big crowd over there. Yeah. So we're going to keep going. We only got 9 more kilometers to our destination, so it's like 3 hours at best. And looking forward to going. Look at this nice little artwork from the caminos. Camino artwork. Estamos en el pueblo de Ledigos. I can see Kyle. Yep, that's her. Way back there. Ledigos. So here we have an alternate. We're going to have to take the alternate because our hotel is on the alternate route. It's not really a hotel, it's the albergue. Wow, sorry about all that shaking. I'm trying to figure out what the heck to do with my sticks while I'm filming. The clouds are super threatening, but Hasn't rained on us yet, just on the distance here and there. And we have some bars coming up. Well, I have arrived. Check this out. This is our albergue for tonight. Albergue Los Templarios. Y bueno, en todos los idiomas, all the languages. What is included? There you go. That's all that's included. So this is the trajectory for today. We took the taxi and we passed through Corion. Halfway through there, before La Calzadilla, the taxi dropped us off and we walked from there all the way to 2 kilometers after Le Digos, which is the Templarios. Tomorrow, in 13 kilometers, we reach Sagaun. And what I like about that is that you get the halfway certificate of completion of the French theway, because you're halfway to Santiago. And that is such a delight to hear. Because, you know, it's 2.5 weeks and I'm not going to leave until the 17th of June. But that's because after I get to Santiago, I'm going to keep walking to the coast, which is 4 extra days. And then take the bus back to Santiago. And at that point, I want to be there like a couple of days and then start making my flight back on the 17th. I will arrive home on the 18th. Having a nice relaxing afternoon now. The last 2 days I've been scheduling albergues for for Tuesday night and Wednesday night, which is tomorrow and the day after. It's gotten a little bit easier. I'm not getting as frustrated in finding places. Maybe I'm just lucky, but normally I write a few down, and like the second one, it has room. So I'm very happy about that. Finally, it's getting a little easier. I am staying in between stages. What that means is the guidebook and the app have recommended distances and stops for the day. So I'm skipping that. I'm just doing, like if it's from here to there, I'm staying in between those two to have a little more chances of finding a place. So anyway, bottom line is I'm feeling a little bit less frazzled. I used to come here and get checked in and get showered and settled in and spend 2 hours doing that. But now, in a matter of 20 minutes, I was done the last 2 days. So, hey, finally feeling a little bit less paced. So I came in and I had a big salad, and I had a smoothie, banana and berry, and about 2 hours later, coffee and a little big palm, and that's kind of like a pastry. And it seems like I'm always hungry, man. But I do 12 miles every day, every single day. So I guess I'm appetite, but I did lose weight. I can tell my pants are a little bigger. Yeah, my clothes feeling a little looser, so I am losing a little bit of weight, but I'm eating like everything, so I am surprised about that. And I guess it's just the walking. So I wanted also to tell you what apps work around here for your Camino, if you want to think about that. A must-have app is booking.com, because many of the albergues use booking.com. And when you're in the Wise app, or which is Wise Pilgrim app, you want to download the Frances, which is the way that I'm doing. There's multiple. And so once you download that, get really proficient and good on how to use it, because you can set your mileage to 0, and then every single day you know exactly where you're going to go and how far in it is. So get really proficient with the app that you're using for navigation, and make sure that you know that you can use your GPS for navigating on the way. Green means that's the way, and red means alternate ways, and this is for the frances. For the other ways, there will be different colors. So make sure you do that. Get really proficient in how to set it to 0, and so you can you can count your mileage for the day and so forth. Okay, so every morning I look to see what the way is going to be like this morning, where the towns are going to be passing by. So I checked that the night before, actually, and it also has a profile with altitude. If I have anything major profile altitude changes, I'm shipping my bag forward. There's a couple of places that we're going to go straight up, so I want to keep an eye on those places so I can send forward my backpack. But I've been walking with it. Most people do that anyway. And my friend has been doing that too. She's like, I'm a real backpacker. So Wise Pilgrim, get really good with that. Booking.com, WhatsApp. That is the app that you're going to be using for phone calls, not only back home, but all the different albergues. You can use that for texting, or you can use it for calling and talking to them. If you do, some of them know a little bit of English, and most do not. So it'll be really good if you at least know a few words about, do you have a bed for this day or something like that. Get at least maybe copy and paste from your notes or something the basics of how to ask for, do you have this room available at a certain date? Okay, so do that. What else can I tell you? So what's up? Booking. Normally when I'm arriving close to town, I just look up Google Map. That works everywhere. Google Map will tell me how far it is and how many minutes I got left in miles. Also, a lot of the albergues are not exactly on the main road. So if they're in the back of the small town, it will show you what little shortcuts to take so you can go straight to your albergue. Also, the Google Map will tell you where the nearest supermarket is, if any, because you want to buy some regular snacks, food, whatever, so you can munch on that on the camino, unless you plan to be buying breakfast, dinner, and lunches and everything on the street or on the way. And if you do, that's fine, because I've been doing a lot of that, and it'll cost you a little bit more because there's the almacén, which is the supermarket, small food store, grocery stores. The prices are a little bit cheaper, but I would you also got to carry whatever food you're buying for several days. So I just mostly enjoy hot food right off the Camino, and I was buying a few things. Now today, my backpack has no food, a couple of bars maybe, and that's it. I have been carrying a little bit more water than usual, and that's because the meseta is long and dry. However, the weather here is pretty cool, so I pretty much haven't needed. Today it rained, surprisingly, intermittent showers here and there, but overall it was a good traveling day. What other app? Let's see. I also use WhatsApp for calling home. Make sure you do have a data plan. I brought my my app for a data plan from home, but if you have an eSIM card, you can use the electronic eSIM cards, whatever phone you have. So check about bringing a data plan out here. You'll need it for researching stuff online, certain places like transportation. I research online. I haven't bought any tickets online really, but I may need to do that, like for buses. The taxis, I tip them maybe €1, but that's pretty much the only time I really tip. And today's taxi was, let's see, we used 11 miles, and there's 2 of us. Each one paid €9, 10 really with a tip, so we gave them €20, which is an 11-mile ride, 11-kilometer ride. 6 miles. Yeah, this kilometer and miles is kind of a little cuckoo, going me crazy. But so this albergue here is awesome because we ended up with a room that only has 4 people in a private bath. I was like, oh my God, this is a blessing. We actually have our own little bathroom that we can share among the 4 of us. You can get so spoiled. I mean, the bathrooms in all of the albergues is you walk through a door and you have men and women running around in their underwear where all the sinks are at. Then you walk a little bit more and you have all your shower stalls. They're either men or women, and they're completely enclosed. And there's also toilet areas completely enclosed. Okay, but the sink area is anybody's grab. I mean, it's incredible. You're gonna have to feel real comfortable about seeing men walking around in their underwear, because they do that all the time. Women are a little bit more comfortable not wearing their underwear all over the place. All right, well, I'm gonna have to say good night and work on my phone because I'm always out of, it's a 258 gigabyte phone and I'm always out of memory. I wonder why. All these videos, I see you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.